It's your boy Danye BC2. Before you do anything, hit that like, but also go get 2 eggs, put that thing in a pan, and just like Michael Jackson, beat it. You know what I'm saying? So we got a video here today, and it is about don't marry single mothers and also things you should be looking for when you're choosing a partner. So let's hear what Anton Daniels has to say, and let's get into it.
All right. So let me give you some of the telltale signs. Okay. A woman that is a baby mother that is not widowed is not for you, bro. I know that this is gonna be one of the most controversial things that I say tonight, but I'm just gonna tell you. If she had a kid out of wedlock, I would never advise a guy to do something that I wouldn't do. Okay. And before you even consider getting in a relationship, now this is much different than a guy that just chooses to have sex with her. I don't dick police. I do say exercise a level of dick discipline because you never want to fumble the bag as a result of dealing with a woman at all. Women have largely been the bane of a lot of men's existence, and it is the downfall of some of the biggest kingdoms. You work your whole life.
He's spitting facts. And before he keeps going, I will say, so he's basically eliminating all single mothers. He's saying leave them alone, don't deal with them. And I agree. Especially if you're a man with no kids, I don't see any upside. I truly don't see any upside. I just see money being thrown out. And also, I see a kid that will never say that I'm their true dad. Doesn't share none of my bloodline. And if that that baby dad is still around, texting and things like that, I will never be okay with that. You're tripping. That's my girl. So just looking at that kid, understanding that the man still has access to that kid, call me what you want. Call me insecure. I know how all the females love to throw these names around, but I ain't dealing with no other man in my relationship.
Build it up and then you fumble it over a woman. All right. So, never deal, or I would never advocate for a man to marry a woman that is a single mother. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not an advocate for it. I think it is one of the dumbest moves that a guy can pull, right? I don't care what Umar Johnson tells you. I don't care what Boyce Watkins' corny ass told you. I don't care what Steve Harvey is telling you. I don't care if Shannon Sharp is out here paying for divorces. Never, ever marry a woman or look to get in a relationship with a woman that is a single mother, especially if she's not widowed.
Agreed.
That is a death trap. It's a death trap. You are going to go and take care of another man's kids. You are going to have to deal with another man, considering that you do realize that the true measure of what marriage used to be, especially as it relates to biblical terms, because I know a lot of y'all try to act like y'all believe in God. So let's put it to the test. Did you know that when a man had sex with a woman, that was literally his wife? That was the determining factor for whether or not she was his wife or not, is when he had sex with her. And so when you take that into consideration and you really assess the fact that, well, if this man had a baby with her, and at any point he can come back and have a conversation or fight for his kid or go back and forth or negotiate with her, you in a relationship with both of them.
Thank you. Thank you. That is the biggest facts of all. Like, I'm sorry. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I have no kids. But if I had a baby mom, I don't care how smooth you think you are. I don't care if you think you got her on lock. She see me pull up. It's over. It's over. I'm sorry. I am sorry. If I'm in a situation, mano y mano, with my baby mom, she has my kid, we're communicating all the time, I promise you, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be able to hit that anytime. So that's why I said, just my thinking and how I look at things, especially knowing men, they gonna try to hit the baby. They're gonna try to stay around. A lot of men stay around for the baby mom. They want to keep having that access. I know men. There was a man. I was working at UPS one time. There was a man, right? He said there was this bad joint. He was talking about this girl going on and on and on. Then he was like, she finally, after 3 months of trying, let me come over. He said he hit it. He said she called him about 4 weeks later saying that she thinks she's pregnant. He said he was excited. He got hype. He said, thank you. I knew it. I knew it. I looked at him like, what? But in his broken mindset, his bummy activities, true, like he thinks I got her for good. You got her forever. You got her forever. Once a girl has a kid with a guy, you have that person forever. You have access to that. So he's looking at it like, I got this bad joint, I won. And that's how a lot of bum guys think about it. So yeah, I can't do it. I cannot do it. No, I cannot do it.
You as a man, you listen, you're not hearing me. You're not thinking logically because you're thinking with your small head instead of thinking with tall head. You are in a relationship with both of them for the duration of that child's life. That man will always play a role or have the option to insert himself into your life as a result of the fact that you participated in something that you wasn't supposed to be involved in the first place. I'm telling you. Listen, right now, there is a premiere happening on Tasha K's app channel or something like that. And she already dropped the preview with Jim Townsend. Who is Jim Townsend? Jim Townsend just so happened to be a former drug kingpin turned chatty patty that wrote a book called Snakes in the Grass about the life and a tell-all book of what it was that he was dealing with as a result of Steve Harvey marrying Marjorie. Kids is grown, married, out the house, living a life. Steve is supposed to be in his later years living in bliss, and he's gotten to the bag and all of that. He did the right thing, took care of another man's kids, adopted him, gave him his last name. And Jim Townsend is still sitting here having conversations with Tasha K today, talking about what Steve said to his little son back when they was a little kid. This man was supposed to be in jail for the rest of his life.
Yeah, that is weird. But it goes to show the negatives that come with it. You do make something of yourself, and the guy does come around that used to be hitting your John as kids with your John. He's gonna feel entitled to speak on you, and it can hurt and damage a little bit of your image. So I definitely agree. Listen, I think we got the gist of this video. Personally, me, like I said, I'll stay away from single moms. I do not see a benefit. I do not. And there's so much women out here. And for my women that are single moms, I'm sorry. And that's why I truly believe you have to choose the right person. And women, you have access to sex. You have access to control if you want the baby or not. You have total control of your decisions. So you chose to have that kid. And of course, we're gonna have the women that say, "Oh, it's the guy too, blah blah blah." But if you want to be with a guy like me, your boy, who's doing the right things, that's grinding, that's stacking his paper up, that's out the way, that take care of business, it's a great chance you can't get a guy like me if you have a kid because of your bad decisions. So we just got to think about that. My men out there, choose the right girl. Don't try to look to have kids. Don't be hitting Jones with no rubbers. And do what you got to do. Till the next time, hit that like and subscribe button. I'm going to holler at y'all. Peace.